In our last episode, legends were born. Blackbeard, with his smoldering beard, Calico Jack and his iconic flag, and the formidable Anne Bonny and Mary Read, they ruled the seas, turning the Pirate Republic of Nassau into the most infamous place on earth. Their audacity was unmatched, their fame absolute. But fame like that always comes with a price. The British Empire, which had once turned a blind eye, was now paying very close attention. The raucous, decades-long party was officially over. The empire was coming to reclaim its territory, and it was sending a man who knew pirates, and the way they thought, better than anyone. This is part 3, the fall of the Republic. His name was Woodes Rogers, the newly appointed governor of the Bahamas. Now, Rogers was no ordinary bureaucrat shuffling papers in London. He was a celebrated privateer, a genuine war hero who had circumnavigated the entire globe. He understood the pirate mindset because, in many ways, he had been one himself, just with a government license. He came armed with a brilliant and ruthless two-pronged strategy designed to dismantle the Pirate Republic from the inside out, without firing a single cannonball initially. First, he offered the carrot. Rogers brought with him the king's pardon. It was an incredibly tempting offer. Complete amnesty for any pirate, for all their crimes, murder, theft, you name it, if they simply surrendered their arms and renounced their life of crime by a specific date. This was a genius move. It immediately sowed division and paranoia among the tight-knit pirate crews. Many pirates, weary of the constant risk, the storms, and the violence, saw this as a golden ticket back to a normal life. They accepted the pardon, including one of the Republic's own founding fathers, the respected pirate Captain Benjamin Hornigold. Then came the stick. For any pirate who dared to refuse the pardon, the only other offer was the hangman's noose. No trials, no negotiations, just the rope. In July of 1718, Woodes Rogers' powerful fleet appeared on the horizon and blockaded the harbor of Nassau. The pirates were trapped, their escape routes cut off. They were forced to make an impossible choice: surrender and betray everything they stood for, or face certain annihilation. But the wild, defiant spirit of the Pirate Republic would not be extinguished quietly. A pirate captain named Charles Vane, a man who embodied the very essence of pirate rebellion, flatly refused to surrender. He decided to go out with a bang, executing one last, legendary pirate tactic. He and his crew took one of their captured ships, packed it with everything flammable they could find, and turned it into a massive fireship. They lit the fuse, set it ablaze, and aimed it straight at Rogers' neatly organized fleet. In the chaos and confusion that followed, as the Royal Navy scrambled to avoid the inferno, Vane and his loyal crew slipped through the blockade and escaped into the dark of night, firing their cannons back at Rogers' flagship in a final, grand gesture of contempt. But this spectacular act of defiance was the Republic's last gasp. It was the end. Rogers and his soldiers landed, took control of the now chaotic Nassau, and restored order with an iron fist. He began systematically hunting down the remaining pirates who had fled. And in a cruel twist of irony, he often used the newly pardoned pirates, like Benjamin Hornigold, to hunt down their former brethren. The Great Pirate Republic, that radical, unprecedented experiment in freedom and democracy, had fallen in a matter of weeks. The golden age of piracy was over. The Jolly Roger was torn down, and the Union Jack was raised over Nassau once more. But the legends that were forged in that fiery crucible of Blackbeard's terrifying reign, Calico Jack's iconic flag, and the defiant, short-lived Republic of Nassau would echo through history. They would inspire stories for centuries to come, a timeless testament to a brief, chaotic, and revolutionary moment when a band of outlaws ruled their own corner of the world. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the golden age of piracy. If you enjoyed this series, please hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next historical adventure. We'll see you in the next video.